Okay.
That.
I'm live on Twitch now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Starting part 11 here of the playthrough, and basically this whole game is you play as Vikings during the time period where they're raiding the crap out of England, and the first couple parts are, you know, just some story background intro stuff in like Norway or whatever, getting them set up to come over to England. And then recently, or like a couple parts ago, we made it to England, and now we're getting our settlement going. So we're going to the local towns, monasteries, and cities, just, you know, looting stuff and taking stuff to build our settlement up. And eventually we're going to, I suspect we're going to anger enough people to where we're going to start getting more attention. So that should be good. So one of the things I'm doing right now is, there's some local group that, my character's brother's wife is in charge of setting up the alliances.
The last
and
known location of the Summer Army.
This fort that I'm stalking right now, to try and get an alliance with the people that are here, and just slowly, like, you know, establish our presence here and stuff. So I'm as I'm talking, I'm half explaining it to you, and then half explaining it to anyone who ever decides to watch this, which might not be anybody, but it's just fun. How's your fast game going?
It's a little bit okay. Not managing my eco very well.
Hail! What has happened here?
Who is asking?
Everybody's trying to run
Eivor,
over
of the
with
Raven
their,
clan. Did you and your men fail to take the village?
No. No, we had it for a time.
There you go.
It was nothing but a cluster of wattle and daub huts when we came. We made it lively. Gruntbridge was a thriving hub of trade and song under the care of Soma Ayalskona. But the Saxons took it back. They appeared within the city as if rising from the shadows and drove us out.
They just appeared in the city.
It was like they burst out of the center of the city itself, setting aflame everything in their path, shouting some nonsense about an ancient order of warriors. By the time I saw the fires, too many of us were killed or captured. Ayalskona Soma, she bellowed a retreat and we took refuge in the ruins. But in the chaos we were separated. She and the bulk of our forces fled northeast into the swamps. I'd follow if we were fit to. We need her iron fist.
I can find Soma. Be ready when we return.
She'll be deep in the fog of the Fenlands by now. Find her longship. That's your best bet.
Okay. So these guys are telling me that they'll join up if I can find some missing ship.
Oh yeah?
So, the other thing going on in this game is, aside from the standard, you know, Viking versus English, just historical stuff, Assassin's Creed, just as a series of games, is about, well, assassins trying to stop a well, I mean, for lack of a better term, they're basically globalists that have their beginnings in like the early Roman empires, when they were first trying to like make deals with Egypt during the Cleopatra time period. And then they just go all the way to the present day. And so the whole series is just, and here's this assassin person fighting them in this context, fighting them in this one, blah, blah, blah. So this most recent one is just Vikings. The one before this one was the Greek period, where you're where it's the Spartan and Athenian civil war going on. There's one further back where you can play in the Revolutionary War. The one that I played, that you might remember me playing, was the pirate one. That was a while ago. That was the 4th one, I think. This one's the 9th one. So, pretty much every game has, hey, while you're a character in this historical setting, these are the bad guy people. Or sorry, the bad guy people have people working for your historical enemy, or working within your historical enemy. It was in that group or whatever. And you need to figure out exactly who's who, and then work to assassinate. So the other thing that...
Okay.
Yeah, the other thing that the guy who we're trying to do an alliance with said was he gave a clue about one of those people, and there's 20 to 30 of them in every game, and each one you need as few as 3 clues in order to identify them, or as many as like 8 or 10. And he gave a clue, one of 3 to one of the lower level people to identify. That's the other reason I like this game, is the, aside from, you know, it basically being a little bit of, well, it's a little bit of a history lesson and a little bit of a history rewrite, but, it's also, a mystery game where you're identifying people and then taking them out, and it's also, and you're also fighting a globalist cabal that has existed since ancient times into the present day. Which, yeah, and that's why you're trying to. That's why you play as different. That's what the Assassin's Creed or whatever is just. You're one of these assassins in these groups. And you're trying to take out the order. For lack of, they have different names, but they're all pretty much derivations on the order or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway. But yeah, I know I'm distracting you from your FAF game, but it's hard to describe.
Not
this.
much.
Not much. It's hard to describe this game and like summarize it without nerding out a little bit, because there's, it's one of the it's a concept that doesn't really make sense unless you've been following it for a while.
Okay.
I got into it because Winston's neighbor friend, he had it, and I played it for the first time at his place. And then in college, when Josh let me borrow his Xbox, he also had like a bunch of, he had almost all of the Assassin's Creed games. He had like the first few. Well, there are actually more than 9 games, but the second game was kind of 3 games, split into 3 games. The fourth one was kind of well. There was a side story between the third and the fourth one that was also kind of its own thing. And then the fifth one was the last game I played on Xbox. The sixth one was the first game I played on PC when I built my PC when I first got it. And then the 7th, 8th, and now 9th ones are the ones that I started streaming. So my entire playthrough of the 7th game is on my YouTube. The entire playthrough of the 8th game is also on my YouTube, where I go and I did everything and I got all the achievements and stuff. And now I'm trying to do the same thing with this one, which is the most recent one.
Uh-oh, somebody just got... Oh yeah, that guy was so dumb. Alright. There's one guy's taking advantage of some people.
Yeah. Did you get, are you playing on dual gap, or?
Yeah.
Are you going to experiment with other games after you
Maybe. Why?
Because there's some games, maybe not Skyrim, but there's some games that like that's similar to recommending a book or a TV show. There's some games that are just, as far as an artistic endeavor goes, are just that good. So there's a few that I would. There's not many, but there's a couple that I think you should check out. I don't think Assassin's Creed is one of them, because you would only be able to, you wouldn't have time. You just wouldn't want to sink in the time that it would take to actually follow the story. So,
I see.
I mean, you might enjoy one or two. In my opinion, I think the one you would enjoy the most would be Assassin's Creed 3. In that one, you're basically helping Washington and the Founding Fathers out during the Revolutionary War. So that one's a fun one. And the people on the kill list that you're investigating, they're almost exclusively English generals. There's a few that aren't, like, well, I guess Benedict doesn't really count because he is technically an English general after the treachery happens, but yeah, that one's a lot of fun. So it's not a war game, even though you'll sometimes help out in like battles and stuff. But while all the Revolutionary War stuff is going on, you're running around sneaking around trying to take out the British generals. And I played that when I was living at Grandma and Grandpa's house, and I thoroughly enjoyed that game. But it doesn't have the. It's only one of those things that it doesn't. You know, that wouldn't be the one on the top of the list in terms of games that I think we should play. There are a few story-based games where everything is good about it, but the story is particularly good. There's a few. Well, maybe not a few, maybe just a couple. Because I also have to consider what you would actually do. Because there's some that you'd be like, this is dumb, I don't want to do this. Which I think is probably true for like Skyrim or whatever. Because I don't see you looking into all the stuff that needs to be done in order to figure out how you're going to progress through that. But
yeah,
because you've seen Mark and I play Skyrim, right?
Yeah.
So am I incorrect in my inkling there?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Sail
No,
up!
I'm just really frustrated.
Frustrated
My
about
team
that
is horrible.
Strike
Yeah.
up a tune.
My teammates don't know what they're doing.
Looks like Ragnarok itself came for Grantbridge.
A great battle raged
Do I sound
nearby.
like Josh?
Hold course. We'll
No,
see what else
Josh
lies
would've already
within the
quit.
fog.
Yeah.
Enemy forces stationed there.
Let's hit the bastards!
Try to flank!
Cut us loose. Hurry.
Press hard! I'll stage your welcome.
There, a beached longship, Dane markings. So cannot be far. I should have a look around.
Much more like it!
Thanks, Seymour.
That's it! Back to the ship! Is your Jarlskona nearby?
Not here. Soma dragged the Saxons east from her longship to tire them out and lose them in the fog.
Found the ship that they wanted me to find, but it's wrecked. But there's reason to believe that the person that was in charge of the ship is still alive, and they can. So that might be the next best thing.
You're still in fighting shape. Take a walk about the camp. Your strength will return.
Take him to the shelter for warmth. Slap some moss in that gash, and wrap it well. Eggle, look at me. Remember the boars you felled, our first day in England? Hold his arms. 9. Large and fat. Fed us for a week.
Yeah.
You'll be chasing more in a month, my friend. You come like a Valkyrie out of the fog. We have no dead to give you. You must be Soma. Let's talk elsewhere. Give them a chance to rest. Quite a hit you took. How many were lost? It's kind of you to ask, but with so much blood in the water and death on the air, I'd know your name and purpose first. Eivor of the Raven clan. I came for you looking for a friend, an ally. I see. I'm Soma, Lord of Grantebridge. Though it seems an order of lunatics wishes to strip me of that title. The Order of the Ancients. Sounds right. The Saxon called Wigmund is one of them. He robbed me of my city, forced us into these swamps. I've rallied some of my soldiers, but my 3 advisors are missing. If we hope to retake Grantebridge, I'll need them at my side. Tell me about them. They are my best, my inner circle. Birna, Galin, Liv. We may as well be of the same blood. If I can reunite them, and we retake your city, can I call you a friend and ally? If you can do all that, you can call me whatever you want. Who is this Wigmund? What does he want? He's a flailing elderman under the old king. A bitter man digging his fingernails into Grantebridge, just to say he can. He's made many attempts to unseat me before. This time he managed a trick. What happened to Grantebridge? The elderman Wigmund seized it from us. I'm not sure how he managed, but he will not keep it. Not for long. He has supporters outside the city, but this attack seemed to come from inside the walls. From the heart of Grantebridge. Let's find your advisors. Agreed. We'll look for signs of their longboats along the river. And if we are swift, we will find them before the wolves do. The fog is more hindrance than hiding place now. Let's light the way back.
Chapter 1 of the quest. Search the fog. Okay. This guy's name is the Tang. Exerts great influence. Installed in Grant Bridge Shire, where you gain favor with key players in the region, assuming their resources. You raise an army fit to drive out the settled Danes and win the land for your associates.
Burn long and hot, bright wolf of the branch, and guide Soma's gilded warriors home.
So, Dad, did you hear about the U.S. Virgin Islands, the AG over there?
AG?
Mm-hmm. Attorney General.
No.
You didn't?
No.
I know what you must
What did
think.
he do?
What must I think?
He
That it's
got himself
foolish to search the
fired.
Fenlands for so few people. You told me
How's
the
that?
soldiers you lost were your best.
Well, he made
vital
the
to
mistake
retaking
of
the
trying
city.
to.
You think it's foolish?
of
Not at
trying
all.
to do something.
Then why would I? You have
good.
the look of one who does
Oh,
well
yeah?
in solitude.
Yep.
You're alone.
He
a
brought
wanderer.
forth a lawsuit
It may be you think of soldiers as war
against
fodder
the
and little
J.P.
else.
Morgan Chase
But
Bank.
these warriors are more than a blade.
Oh,
Basically-
really?
Yeah.
They are my
And the
family.
lawsuit
Nothing
basically
short.
said that
I've lost a city this week. I
something to
will
the
not
effect
lose them
of-
too. I understand.
you guys were
And if your
doing
people
banking
yet
with
live, we
Epstein.
will find them.
You haven't been able to, you know, or because the thing with Epstein is nobody knows how he made his money, right? But he's got an account with a you know, with a big reputable bank or whatever. So you would think that
They would know what he was doing.
yeah, right. You would think. So it basically alleges that that they were either complicit or negligent or something. Based off of that, and so it's a lawsuit brought by an attorney general of a sovereign U.S. territory. Right? So yeah, you were either negligent or complicit in the fact that your bank accounts were used to, with Epstein, almost certainly for the express purpose
Wolves.
of human trafficking.
They've surrounded someone. Must be careful.
So the other interesting thing is the Bidens were in the Virgin Islands over the holidays.
Oh, really?
So could be a coincidence.
Behind his shackles, wretched carrion beasts. I don't
But-
deserve this. Leave me. Run.
Unlikely.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm
Gallon,
not sure what that means for
You
the
look terrible.
lawsuit.
What happened
Assuming
here?
That,
Saxons chased me into the fort, ran and
assuming
smacked
that
into
they
a nest of
calibrated
bandits.
everybody.
I saw them before they saw me.
Are you the only one of your crew standing?
Hardly standing myself. But with the blessings of Odin and Freya, they'll be feasting well with the gods.
I've set a camp not far from here, marked by a beacon. Go there, Gallon, and recover. Eivor and I will find the others.
I'll head back to camp. And as I recover, I'll watch over the rest with a care that only Freya knows.
Oh boy. A lot of quitters. A lot of people quitting now.
He's a serious man, Gallon. Yes, and a man of the gods. He carries them around in his mind as a tree bears its branches. It makes his mind heavy, but it keeps our spirits light, knowing the gods give us favor.
I've done a poor job of managing my eco this game. Didn't help that I got friggin' a bomb dropped on me right away too.
Right away.
Yep. A bomber came in, and since our air was way behind, so with our air being way behind, they're like, well, let's kill this Navy guy. He's got a couple of anti-airs, so if we can kill him, you know, some cruisers that really do good against, you know, air.
Yeah.
Have a look, Sunan.
Yep. But at least the guy I was playing as Navy, he let me get a lot of stuff.
He let you get some mexes up.
Well, he let me get, when he would come in and since he was ahead of me on Navy, he would come in and take some of my Navy away, right? And when doing that, it cost him because I would back up to where when he crushed me, right? All of the how can you say, all of the kerf, the dead guys, all the stuff to pick up was on my side of the map, right? So that's one of the skills that I've learned over time that makes a lot of sense, where if you are outmatched and you're going to lose, back up.
Yeah.
Make him continue to
Because they have to invest in the push.
yeah. Yep, exactly.
Like, I know when I can tell when I have someone on the back foot, you know? It's just something you can tell, but you don't always have the juice to also be able to take out buildings and whatever else.
Right. Yep, that's right. So at least I was able to get a lot of the reclaim myself. Fast mixes. What's up front? Oh, salty. That should do
salty.
it. Making him upset. Oh, now I'm in my point.
By all the back roads of the world! What ails my mind? Must be a hangover.
There's this guy sitting on a log and he's got an axe logged into or
My
wedged into his
head
head.
aches!
My head aches. What is your deal, dude?
Over here! Good warrior!
Hi, stranger.
Excuse me, I have a slight pain. Do you notice anything on my head? It's an itch or a cut that simply won't go away.
It appears to be a battle scar.
Ah, as I suspected. It must be from my most recent battle. You should see the other man. He got the worst of it.
Worse than... I suppose it's possible, yes. If he is headless.
My arms are
Matty's
numb
calling
from
me.
battle.
Okay, tell her to
Does it need any dressing?
Alright, I will.
Do you think it is a serious wound?
Do you think it's a serious wound? You have an axe in your
Good
head.
Dringer. You have an axe in your head. It is grim. I will take it out, but you will surely head off to the next realm soon.
Ah, Valhalla it is. I appreciate your candid response. Now I prepare myself for the sights and sounds of the Corpse Hall.
I will relieve you of the pain it gives you. Send you down the Bifrost.
It is time. You know, there's a great mead hall nearby. We could go there and reflect on our greatest exploits. Nothing finer than an endless night of drunken glory. To make you forget all of the dishonorable fops in this world. Just scolds and warriors full of mead and story greed.
I'm taking the axe out of your head, dude.
All your enemies have been slain. Now you rejoice. Saxons surrounding that old hut. There may be Danes trapped inside.
Friars might hide you.
Thorle.
Hello.
Hey, Ray.
Hello. How's it going?
My
How's
dad.
Valhalla?
Oh, that's fun. My dad's on the phone.
That's fine.
I lost a game today, so my next game is a rank down. But we still gotta get off, so.
Oh. Goodbye.
Hey, goodbye.
No, your dad left.
Oh.
Put an arrow in the dog.
It's fine. I don't want to talk to me either.
Yeah. He might have not realized it.
No, it's fine.
I know how hurt you are.
So hurt.
You wanted to, I will let him know the tantrum you threw, and then he'll, have
Oh,
to
God.
spank you.
You're streaming, aren't you?
I sure am.
Okay, I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say.
Why not?
Because do you record VODs?
I put the whole stream on my YouTube.
Yeah, nope. I'm gonna pretend like I'm a well-behaved young woman.
You're not a well-behaved young woman?
Well, it depends on the moment.
Jesus, God, my blows!
Depends on who's listening, Michael. Well, if Mallow were here, I'd say everything.
I know. Yeah, Mallory constantly constantly straddles the boundary between a Proverbs 11 woman and a Proverbs 31 woman.
I don't know the difference.
Oh, well, they're good chapters.
I've read the Bible before, Michael. I just don't remember specific.
Well, then I guess you don't know the difference then. You just
Then
said
you're
you
not
don't
going to
know the difference.
elaborate?
Why would I elaborate?
Because I'm not going to go back and read it.
I cannot describe the bad woman and the good woman more perfectly and poetically than frickin' Proverbs 11.
Well, your dad already thinks I'm a bad influence, so.
What's up, fellas? You guys like gonna leave or?
Help! Help! Thank you, my friend. It is appreciated. Drit! Brattela eirum för aldersdamir!
Okay. I need to get this one. I guess the best way to sum them up is Proverbs 11 is this is what a slut looks like chapter, and Proverbs 31 is this is what wife material looks like.
Can't see the Bible using slut, but okay.
Well, that's why I summarized it in my own words.
I wanna ask questions, but I don't want to know the answers.
Well, the Bible has no problem using terms like harlot, which
I like the term harlot.
Harlot is a really good word.
That is a great word.
It's a solid, like, because slut at this point is just like, ah ha ha ha, you know, it's funny. But I don't think you can say harlot in it, like, you kind of can, the delivery has to be on point. But for the most part, harlot's basically a slur. But, like, it's a good one. I don't know if that makes sense.
It is a good one. I like that word. That is a very good word.
You don't need any adjectives, like slutty harlot doesn't really make sense.
Harlot just kind of covers it.
Yeah. Yep. Deceitful harlot, that's also kind of redundant.
I like deceitful harlot.
Delilah might be in that category.
Just a simp with a potty mouth.
Simp with a potty
Here's my clingy puppy. Oh, you're in the living room. Are you being naughty? You should take down the Christmas tree.
I forgot.
Still got your Christmas tree up?
It's just a little baby one, Michael.
It's January. What's the matter?
It's January 2nd.
Yep, it's January. Christmas is over.
Thank God.
Oh,
Actually, we celebrated Christmas yesterday, so.
You're right. You celebrated Christmas yesterday? What?
Well, my nephew's got the stomach flu on Christmas.
Yeah.
And then my parents were in Colorado, so.
Dang, were they visiting family or something? Or they
Yeah, my other brother lives out there.
Oh, that's right. You said that too. Okay. Well, that's good. You guys
I
got
have my
Christmas.
true
done.
thanks.
Free me. I'm no
Yeah.
use here, not with the wind gone from my sails.
But yeah, we gotta get ready for the next holiday. It's coming up.
What's next?
January
Martin Luther
6th.
King?
Nah, January 6th is the next holiday. I haven't got
That's
my
not a
horn
holiday.
helmet yet. What?
That's not a holiday, Michael.
Pretty sure it is.
It is most definitely not a holiday.
It was, well, yeah. Well, we, I mean, you know. It was not everything it could have and should have been, unfortunately. That's what happens when you take half measures. I do want to get my hotel room. Oh my gosh, speaking of shenanigans, did you hear about the Attorney General over in the Virgin Islands?
Mm-mm.
Oh my gosh. So, just making sure that we have some common ground here. Epstein bad, right?
Jeffrey Epstein, absolutely.
Okay, cool. So this Virgin Islands Attorney General was like, so this Epstein guy was using JP Morgan Chase as a bank or whatever, because, well, they are a bank. And I think you're also aware that just about every documentary and report on this guy, they say something to the effect of, and nobody knows how he made his money, right? Let me know if I've lost you yet.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Do you agree with that statement?
That nobody knows how he made his money?
That it's reported that nobody knows how he made his money.
I mean, sort of, but I don't understand how that's true.
I agree. I also don't understand how it's true that they wouldn't know how he made his money. So that is basically the concept of it was the thrust of the lawsuit. Like, this bank account was obviously being used at JP Morgan Chase. It was obviously being used for human trafficking, and
The beacon has drawn the last of my soldiers.
So
By tomorrow, our
either the
strength
bank
will have returned,
was
and we can retake
grossly
our city.
negligent in not being
I
aware
have
of that,
not yet spoken to
or
Birna and
complicit.
Galen about this. After my
So
missteps, I worry what they must
putting
think
forward
of
a
me.
lawsuit to kind of say, screw off, right? Like, like we gotta investigate this thing. Well, so that was late November, early December is when that lawsuit was announced.
Mm-hmm.
Over the holidays, he was fired.
Interesting.
Yep. So, correlation does not equal causation. So this could be a coincidence. However, it is also true that the Bidens were in the Virgin Islands during the holidays.
Okay.
And that's it. That's the extent of the facts. It's just, it just looks like shenanigans.
It doesn't matter. What matters is how you lead them forward from this point on.
And I guess the other point of fact
By Thor's hammer,
would be
I am glad we're together.
there's a video of
In spite
Biden
of our
bragging
setback.
about
Galen,
getting a
you look
lawyer in Ukraine
well
fired. So
Do not grieve the men you lost.
Um,
They will be singing
what
your
do they call
praises
that
in the
in
corpse
law
hall,
or whatever?
waiting for us.
Thank you,
Pattern
Lord
of behavior or something? I don't know.
Leaf, you'd outlast any tempest.
It's good to be back, Soma. All as one. And know this, that I will follow you through
Like
the eye of the storm.
like a modus operandi.
Beer now.
Yeah, like even
I'm
though
delighted you're
even though
alive.
the Ukraine thing wasn't related to Epstein,
I'm
it's
delighted to
still
be living.
a
I
prosecutor
lost
getting
so
fired
many
over
after all
ostensibly
this,
political
but I
reasons.
still have you three.
Um,
That makes me the most blessed warrior
and
in Midgard.
like I said, there's a video out there of
And
Biden,
Eivor,
Biden
you have
bragging
more
about
than
it.
proven your worth. Help us reclaim our city, and you will have an ally in me. My blade is yours. For Grantbridge.
And with all of
We'll rest for
the
the night. Gather our
stretched
strength and our
out
wits.
stories that
And
they
at the
tried
break
to
of
use to
dawn's
justify
light, we retake
impeachment
Grantbridge.
of Trump, with all the
Pass the night
black
in our
and white,
camp,
cut
Eivor.
and dry facts
Take
and
anything you
stories that
need.
we have on Biden, there's no reason for us not to impeach him. And if we had an honest Senate, he would actually get removed. But the downside of that is then Kamala, Venn diagram, word salad, Harris would then become president.
Looks like more of Soma's forces followed the beacon back to camp.
Galen, is that right?
That's right. You are Eivor, the infinite fighter, a forever warrior. It's a glorious name.
Many thanks. You were in a tight spot when we found you.
Indeed.
I'm getting to the point where
The Saxons pursued me,
where this
ran me
stuff is
bloody
very
through
hard
the
to
swamps
ignore.
and into the lap of bandits. And the wolves came. We all have our one day, the day we die.
I try
How
to
you greet
ignore
that
a
day
lot
is
of
all
it
that matters.
because I just mentally
I'm proud to
can't.
say
I
that
got
I
enough
was
of my own
ready.
shit, let
Well,
alone
it's good to
all
see
the other
you
shit.
breathing still.
Yeah,
Although I was watching the
I think that's part of it. I think that's part of the whole thing that the whole setup, establishment, whole crap is designed to do.
the
Bread and
I
circuses.
don't know how to pronounce her name.
Soma says
Is
you're the
like
man who built her
sidekick.
longships.
That's
Ghislaine?
right.
Ghislaine?
Each has a
Ghislaine
sharp
Maxwell,
keel,
yes.
stout mast,
I
and a
I
poem
started the
etched into
documentary on
hull
Netflix.
to
I
sing
haven't
the
finished
praises
it.
of the Dringer who
Yeah.
commands her. A long ship
Yeah.
is heavy
So the
with
thing
fate.
about the
Just
my
a
gosh.
few lengths of wood between you and a
So
watery grave.
I think you
What
might be
better
aware of
place to
this,
put a line of
but
poetry?
just about everyone I've talked to
Agreed.
was not.
It's
Do
good
you
to
know
fight beside
when
you,
the
Leaf.
Ghislaine Maxwell
Likewise,
trial was going
Eivor.
on?
Thanks again for plucking me and my warriors from the mire.
Not too long ago.
Correct. Not too long ago. So I'm not looking for like a date or a month or anything.
Yeah, it was
But
really
it was-
recent.
Yeah, it was going on at the same time as the Kyle Rittenhouse trial. Right?
Yep.
And
The day is new.
my
and the air is
personal
bracing.
opinion is they both
Are you
had
ready for the fight ahead? Let's take your
impact
city
on
back.
the political
That's what I like to
discussion and
hear.
stuff.
Meet me
But
at the
I
western
think
gate of
the
Grantbridge.
Maxwell one
We've assembled
has
there.
more broader and further reaching
Have care, you
national
do not enjoy
implications than the
taking
Rittenhouse
orders from
one.
anyone but
Yet,
your Jarl back
one
home.
was
I
televised
fight for
and
Sigurd.
one was not.
None else.
While you're on this ship
His
deck,
was
you
televised,
fight for
wasn't
me.
it?
Exactly.
And for Soma's loyalty, we fight for her.
It's got distraction written all over it.
I mean, the thing with my understanding of the Epstein thing is it wasn't a one political party or the other. It was rich, disgusting people doing disgusting things
Yes.
on all sides of the fence.
I
I
agree with that.
understand wanting to allow other rich, disgusting people to cover up rich, disgusting people things.
Yep.
And using their power and influence to do such cover-ups.
Yep. So the reason why it's becoming political is because the cover-up business of the Epstein stuff, the cover-up aspect of it, even though the Epstein thing implicates both, almost all of the cover-up has been exclusively left-wing.
Do you not think that the cover-up would have happened if the Democrats hadn't been in power right now anyway? I think it would have been covered up either way.
It depends.
I think it's been covered up
It
either
depends.
way.
It depends on what you mean by in power. If the establishment Republican Party was in power, then yeah, I think you're right. If the Trump MAGA-wing was in power, no way in heck. Trump is on record distancing himself from Epstein before he ever had any political inklings, or before his 2015 campaign was announced. It was well before that. And it's not just once, it's multiple times. Unlike, well, yeah, not just once, it's multiple times. Just like how he multiple times disavowed white supremacy and all that stuff. But the media valued that narrative so much that they wanted to make sure that that would stick at all costs. Lying bastards. So I'm at the point where, like, I can see what people are saying about DeSantis and how he's not the standard fare of establishment Republican. I just still worry. I still just have trouble trusting it to where it's going to be hard, because I can see that DeSantis is getting electoral results. Like, he turned Florida bright red, but at the same time, like, I don't know how much in on stuff he is, because the downside about Trump is he hasn't been, even though he nominated or endorsed a bunch of people, a bunch of candidates, he doesn't have enough money to fund them all, and the establishment refused to fund those candidates. And it's like, well, there you go. They're trying to, the rhinos are still trying to do what they've always trying to do. And the Democrats would do the same thing. Keep out the undesirables. Any populist candidate on either side, they do their damnedest to keep out. And as much as I disagree with Bernie, he was the left-wing populist candidate. They all rallied around Biden real quick when he started taking, you know, getting caught up and taking stuff. But, when he was winning primaries in 2016. So, if I was being pragmatic, I would probably vote DeSantis in a primary, but if I'm going to be principled, I think I have to vote Trump. But, it's still a long ways away.
Have lands, old man.
Those rats. I tried everything. I poured lye, I harvested locusts, I hired children to kill them. I need an army of miracles.
They are pesky and have ravaged your good crop. Nah, the gods can't get at rats.
Ha! You heathens and your gods. All I want is to rid my field of rats. Feed the fair folk of the Shire.
You need natural warriors to keep them at bay.
You guys have fun?
Blasted, cursed, horrible rats.
What'd you guys do? You did what?
My poor fields. God, why did you send so much vermin?
confusing. Shit.
What are you doing?
Blasted,
What's confusing?
cursed,
There's
horrible
a
rats.
game within a game in Genshin now. It's like a Yu-Gi-Oh style card game, but I don't really understand how this works.
Away from my brood!
I feel your army of cats have a
Yu-Gi-Oh.
destiny unrealized. You are a Freya of the Fens.
What? Who the hell is
There's
Freya?
cards, and there's dice, and there's
Is she
attacks.
the whore that tried to eat my cat queen last week?
Alright, let me see this.
She's a goddess, much like you, with pious and mighty cats that help her fight. Show your claws, good lady.
Oh yes, mighty. That is
So you
what
roll the
they
dice.
are,
The dice
and
control
me,
what
their goddess.
actions you can use.
If you want,
Based on your
use
cards.
this key and see for yourself. Ooh, my pretty babies.
That's fine. Okay.
Rats, be gone!
Okay.
My poor fields.
No.
God, why
I had
did you
breakfast.
send so much vermin?
Hey, Silas. Oh, the ball. How'd you eat at Olive Garden,
Rats,
Bubba?
be gone!
What'd you get?
Olive Garden. I want Olive Garden.
Ray wants Olive Garden. That was way too better. What's that?
My poor fields. God, why did you send so much vermin?
What do you want to do, Wavy?
Blasted, cursed, horrible rats.
Yeah, he needs to take a second nap.
Blasted, cursed, horrible rats. Rats, be gone!
Loba. Enough. No bark.
Silas. Are you ready for a nap?
new leather!
Probably was. He likes to fight to sleep and stay awake. Yes. Not only is sleep for the weak, but you guys think sleep is the enemy.
Cursed, horrible rats. My poor fields. God, why did you send so much vermin?
Hey, Sai, come here. Hey, come here, buddy. We're gonna get you to nap. Come here. Yeah, I know. Come here. Okay, Bubba. I know you don't want to nap. I'm gonna go on mute right quick, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hey. Okay. Hey. Keeps refusing to go to sleep.
No.
They should get some air. I guess I am.
There you are. Head to the fields. Tut-tut. Fight your battle.
Release them and use them as warriors.
Cats are sacred beings. They help keep harmony. Your rat problem has been taken care of. Pray to Freya.
I never thought the meow of cats could soothe my soul. Take this key. In my house I have some goods. Please, help yourself.
Hidden. One on each side of the door. Move when you...